So let's dive into some throwing stuff.
Okay.
Talk about some common mistakes in youth catchers you see with throwing and some adjustments you make with that.
Um, the two most common that I see, and I know you see this a lot too, are and this sometimes comes from the coaching. The coaches that maybe not don't truly understand is taking a ginormous step. You have to gain ground. You have to step towards your target. Get your energy going toward your target. I always say yes. Of course, there's some truth to that. You do want to get your energy going towards your target, your body weight energy, however you want to say it. But the longer the step you take, the longer the ball's in your hand. So we're constantly talking to the kids about get your foot in the ground, get your foot in the ground, get your foot in the ground. We'll do the drills, and they'll still take some of them literally, and I know you've seen this too. Will take a 2 to 2.5 foot step, like 24,
Crow hop.
30 inches. Yeah, they like crow hop. And so their release time is 1.2 seconds, and then they're wondering why they're not throwing anyone out. I'm like, you got to get your foot down. So that's probably one of the most common ones we see around the country, and then also long arm arc. So going down and around. Some of them think they need to do that to create arm speed and velocity on their throw, so they get really long with their arm action versus staying short and then using the cores, where obviously the core is the engine. So that's probably the two biggest things that I see is the arm action and the big step. And I'm guessing it's probably same for you, pretty common.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the feet, 100%. And I think it starts with, where they make contact with the ball, right? I mean, they just want to like reach out and go. And so, like, the further out I reach to go catch the ball, that my feet have to go meet that there. They're not going to control this ball back to their body. But it's just understanding the basic principles of movement too, right? And just the idea of like throwing's rotational. Like throwing is off of a firm front side. The farther I'm moving forward, the softer that front side has to get, and the more I'm just going to leak all the way through it. And I just explain it simply in hitting terms is like, if you just had all your energy, just keep moving forward as you trying to hit, like, be pretty difficult, to do that. We're trying to keep direction, but we got to rotate through the throw. And I think that's definitely, there's some of those like, old school terms that are just, they're tough to get rid of, man. I mean, the gain ground one is still just like, it's actually incredible that it's still so prevalent. Like, I got guys that are in high school, their high school coaches telling them like, you got to gain ground, you got to gain ground. And it's like, again, we kind of go back to the conversation with the coaches, and I don't want them to be like too much of like, pricks to their coaches. But I'm also like, sometimes when I say something to you, like maybe say like, hey coach, when you get a chance, could you send me a video of what you're, a guy in the big leagues are doing what you're talking about, so I can kind of understand it a little bit better. And, like just like a little bit of a jab, but also like, if this is what's good, like show me the guys doing it so I can, get a little better look at it. Sure. But, the gain ground thing is, man, like it's crazy. If you enjoyed that, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll have a new episode for you every single Tuesday here on our YouTube channel and wherever you listen to podcasts.